Alright, let's make coffee on the Flair 58 manual lever espresso machine. Just setting my kettle to 94 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to turn the Flair 58 plus 2 to the 3 setting for preheating. Should take only a couple of minutes. Should be ready once I'm ready. Well, I'm going to be dosing out 20 grams of beans. I'm going to need some more beans, that's for sure. Boom, I hit it. I like that. That doesn't happen all that often. Now, I am going to RDT these beans just a little bit. Even though I'm using a hand grinder, I still like to minimize as much static as possible on those grinds. And today I'm using the Comandante C60 Barracuda. I've got the grind setting at 11. Now the C60 has 60mm burrs. This is a massive grinder, chunky, but it does grind really quickly. I'll show you. Coming to the end. Oop, there we go. A couple more beans and we're done. I always like to just give it a bash. If there's any grinds hanging onto the bottom of the burrs, they're gone. Now I'm going to dose out into the portafilter. I'm using a NORMCORE filter basket here. It's a high extraction filter basket. Just going to needle and smooth out the top of those grinds before I tamp with the Flair tamp. That comes along with the Flair 58. It's one thing about palm tampers. You just kind of want to use the edge of the bench, which is easy. And we're done. That's a beautiful palm tamp. And let's not forget the Flair 58 puck screen. Ready to go. Jug's boiled. I turn my scale on. Now, I am making a long black, so I'm going to add my water to my cup first. It's set at 94 degrees Celsius, and the Varia Aura jug, I've just switched it at the back of the kettle base now, so when I put the kettle back down, it's going to go straight into boiling, and it won't take long. I've dosed, my water's ready, I'm going to set my mirror so I can see the shot. Workflow's so smooth. Only a couple of seconds left and it'll hit boiling. There we go. Now I'm going to fill up the chamber initially all the way to the top and then lift the lever. And what this is going to do is it's going to pull water in under the plunger. And there will be some space between the plunger and the water that I've already added. So rather than having an air gap in here now, I'm just going to add more water into the plunger. As you can see, there's bubbles coming out, so it's getting rid of that air gap and any false pressure that may exist when I then press the press the lever down. Start my timer as I'm starting to press down and force water onto my bed of coffee. So this is when I start the timer. Now that lever reaches pretty high, so I've got to be careful of the top of the cupboards there. But I've just moved it over a little bit, so it's just fine. I'm going for a nice long pre-infusion here. I'm not rushing the shot at all. I'm not too worried about timing. I'm just waiting for those first strips to get through the puck. I'm at about 2 bars of pressure at the moment. Coffee's slowly coming out. I guess once it's consistently coming out the bottom of the basket and I can feel the pressure kind of release on the lever a little bit, that's when I go into full pressure. Now I get up to about 8 bars here and I hold for a number of seconds, but then I let it release back down to 6, and then I hold it for 3 bars of pressure for a few more seconds. So it's like a long pre-infusion, ramp up to 9 bars, and then decreasing pressure all the way down. I get to my yield. I was going for about 50 grams out. So it was 20 grams in, 50 grams out. So 2.5 yield. And then what I like to do, as there's still water in the chamber, I'm just going to throw another cup there and press the lever down a few more times just to remove any excess water that's either in the plunger or sitting in the portafilter and the puck of coffee. This means when I do go to remove the portafilter later and knock out that puck, it's going to be nice and dry. It's not going to make a mess at all. You'll see in a second. Don't forget to turn off the Flair 58 because it doesn't turn off automatically, and I've certainly kept it on several times and forgotten. Nice way to remove the puck screen here is just use the back of the magnet on the mirror there. Takes the puck screen out. I'm going to clean that later on. And then when it comes to tapping out my puck, beautifully clean. I'll wash all this. Nice dry puck, and I can enjoy now my long black. Cheers.